You're watching Experience Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
Hello.
Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Elias.
I'm Lucas.
And we're here at Fat Jack's. That's right, we're here at the Comicrypt once again. Sorry if you guys missed us last week, but we're back with many more books.
Yeah, Elias got detained by the Canadian authority at the border. He got held hostage. I had to fly out, pay his ransom money, and then finally the Canadian police allowed him to come back to the United States.
It was a whole ordeal.
It's a whole ordeal, yeah.
No, but
there was something about like you stealing like a raccoon or something that was like an endangered species. Like I don't know what was up with that, man.
Yeah. Actually, though, I almost missed my flight yesterday.
Did you actually?
Because our rental car got towed.
Oh no! What?
The morning of, yeah, it was really awesome. I had a great day yesterday.
Oh no, that was no wonder you weren't responding yesterday.
Yeah,
that
yesterday was not fun.
Oh damn!
But I'm back in Philly.
Yep.
And
now he will never leave ever.
He'll never leave ever again.
He's trapped in the circle. We put a salt circle around all of Philly so that you can't exit now.
Yeah. It's
like Dracula. Like you can't leave unless you have permission.
Exactly.
But anyway, let's talk about the books that came out this week.
Yeah. So I missed a big week when I was gone, but I still am very excited to read all this new stuff. A lot of number ones this week.
Yes, a surprising amount. Cyborg #1, which was okay. Wasn't anything too crazy, but it was a good start. Titans #1, which I actually thought was pretty good. And also Avengers #1, which I thought was a phenomenal start to a new run.
I enjoyed it. I did just read it today. I won't spoil anything, but I'm glad that they're addressing what they're addressing.
And they're touching on Timeless, which is something that you should probably read if you're going to be starting this new Avengers run.
Definitely check that out first.
Yeah.
What else? What are the number ones? Vigil #1, right?
Vigils was actually pretty fun. I was very happy with it.
The Vigil.
Yeah, the Vigil. So, and then next week is City Boy, which should be also interesting. They're really pumping out these new #1s.
Vigil's Ram V, so I got to check that out.
Yeah, it's actually fun. It's basically just a group that is, instead of like collecting illegal weapons and stuff like that, they're destroying them.
Okay.
So it's like very much like the like almost similar to Suicide Squad, except they're destroying the stuff instead of grabbing it from Amanda Waller.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I mean, this week has been great. I've really enjoyed it. And till next week.
Yeah, there's going to be, plenty of new stuff next week, I'm sure. But I haven't taken a huge look at the release list. But so let's see. Anybody popping in here?
Yeah, if anyone's in chat, definitely say hi, say hello.
Sound off. Hope you guys are having a great day.
Tell us what books you're excited for this upcoming week. I know I'm really excited for Green Arrow 2. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about you? Any specific book you're excited for next week?
Next week's not a huge week for me, but I am very curious as to what's up with the Daredevil Echo book and the Fury book. Fury's being written by Al Ewing, which I was not expecting at all. So.
Oh, wait, really? What?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, I texted you
that, yeah, you did. Yeah, that's actually
Al Ewing
wild.
a Fury book. I don't know why. Maybe that means that they're going to tackle some really heavy stuff. But
probably more space politics, like maybe some sword stuff.
Yeah,
which would be sick.
For sure. Hey, Zainin. Welcome.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us. So yeah, Zainin, I threw up last week's books over here as well, just because there's some really nice Silver Age stuff. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask. Got all the prices and grades available for those.
But we also got new books this week too.
Also got some new stuff, and some more stuff that Mike himself is actually going to be showing off a bit later. Hi, Thomas. How you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Mike's got some stuff for us to show off.
Mike's got some stuff. He's going to show off himself, actually. So some Silver Age stuff, some cool first appearances and keys and such. So
that's sick.
Stay tuned for that. But I do have a few things up on the rack here today. Adventure Comics, Batman.
The Cat.
Catwoman 4-part mini.
So do you know who the Cat is?
Yes, that is actually Tigra. It's
Tigra,
actually
before she transformed.
Greer herself, before she was known as Tigra.
Yeah, so I honestly thought it was Hellcat at first.
Right.
And I was like, oh, so Hellcat? And then I read more about it. And I was like, oh, it's Tigra.
It's confusing in a couple ways.
Yeah, it really is, especially because Tigra doesn't even have the word cat in her name anymore. So it's
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, which do you want to just quickly go over these?
Yeah, if people don't have it, well, I'll let people ask about those because we did go over those last week. So those are just there because they're pretty and they're all good buys. But let's start with the new rack this time.
Hello, Phil.
How you doing?
We got new books, so let's get started. What's up first, Elias?
First up, we have Adventure Comics, number 285. This is the first appearance of Bizarro World.
Yeah.
This is a very good plus copy for $70.
So very, very early Bizarro stuff. If you're a fan of Bizarro, it's definitely a must-buy, especially because Bizarro World becomes such a huge pivotal thing, especially in later iterations of the character.
Yep.
Depending on the iteration of the character, he either lives happily on that planet or he leaves and then he's just trapped on Earth and he's always trying to get back. But either way, guarantee you'll be confused while reading because, man, does that hurt my head when I'm trying to read Bizarro and everyone else is talking normally and then Bizarro comes in and he's like, me no want sandwich. And it's like, what? Wait, so you want the sandwich?
Because, for example, on this cover, he's saying you hit ball over fence for home run, Superboy, you out. Which I think they're trying to say that the rules are backwards, but really if Bizarro's saying that, that means that Superboy is still in.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't think they were paying attention to that.
Yeah, we're from the Philly shop. Yep. We are from the Sampson Street, 28th Sampson Street. Definitely stop by when we have our open hours.
Yep,
I recommend.
2006 Sampson, yep.
Yep, 2006. I always say 20 Sampson.
2006, yep.
2006.
So, yeah, this book features first Bizarro Crypto, first Lois, first Bizarro Jr. Actually, Bizarro Jr. is in this book.
I was going to say Bizarro Superboy, but yeah, Bizarro Jr. Because Superboy wasn't
That's what
even
they're calling.
Yeah, because Superboy wasn't even a direct thing yet.
Yep. So yeah,
so we don't have the cat anymore. Sadly, one of them passed away, and the other two are living at the other shop, the New Jersey shop. So, I mean, hey, if you want to see the cats.
For a second, I thought he meant the cat.
No, he's talking about the actual
cat. But yeah, so this Adventure Comics was written by Jerry Siegel and Robert Bernstein. Jerry Siegel, of course, is one of the creators of Superman and very well known and has been credited with tons of Superman adjacent characters.
He has to be constantly credited now for every time Superman's used, I believe. That's now is a state rule.
Oh, yeah. Kurt Swan on the cover and Wayne Boring on the interior pencils.
But yeah, if you're a fan of Bizarro, this is a must-get.
Yep, $70, very good plus.
Next up,
I have part 1, 2, 3, and 4 of Batman Year One. This is by Frank Miller and David Mazzucchelli.
If you guys have not read Year One, pivotal Batman story. Inspired Matt Reeves' The Batman, inspired so many different versions of the Batman and further iterations. And I want to specifically point out that issue 2 is the first appearance of Carmine Falcone. So, it's the first appearance of him ever as a character, and we know how pivotal he is now. Like he's he's such an integral character within like the Batman mythos now at this point that it's kind of wild to think that he only showed up in the 90s or like 89.
Right.
But yeah, if you liked the Batman, I'm pretty sure they even gave free copies of issue 1 at the Batman screening if you like went to like certain screenings.
Oh wow.
They were like, here's a free comic. This is what we're basing the movie off of. Similar vibes.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's really sick.
But yeah, very important Frank Miller book. This is a very fine plus copy for only $30.
Also, the 404 Batman 404 is also the first modern appearance of Catwoman. So it's her modern costume instead of the traditional costume that we're typically used to.
Right.
At least for Catwoman.
So Batman 404, very fine plus for $30. Part 2, Batman 405 is a fine plus copy for $12.
First appearance of Carmine Falcone. Who's the actor that played him in the Batman?
I always forget his name.
He's such a good actor.
It wasn't Sacha Baron Cohen, was it?
No, it was. Let me look it up. Wait.
What is his name?
I the first time I ever saw him was in Transformers, the original, the 2006 film. But let me see what his name is. Carmine Falcone, actor. John Turturro.
John Turturro. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So Jay said that. John Turturro. Yeah.
Yep. Love that actor. He's so good as Carmine. So menacing.
Yeah.
And if you haven't watched The Batman, highly recommend watching it. It's 3 hours, but it is 3 hours well spent.
It's 3 hours of a real detective Batman movie.
Yeah. Easily, in my opinion, the best Batman movie to come out.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, Carmine Falcone.
Next, we got part 3. This is Batman 406. This is a very fine copy for $14.
But yeah, what was your favorite part of the Batman? If you had to give a non-spoiler just for everyone else here.
I mean, I just love how it ramps up. It really ramps up really well.
The build-up consistently.
Yeah, the build-up to it really being a Gotham-like threat at the end there with the flood and everything.
Yeah.
Was really fantastic. So
I
just like how Riddler became a symbol for people in Gotham who felt depressed and felt, like their rights were being taken away, all that stuff. It made Riddler into a bigger threat than he usually is, and I thought it did it naturally as opposed to just kind of forcing it to be a huge dramatic villain. I think that they really transformed Riddler into something that was natural for the character, and I thought that was really amazing.
Yeah, Riddler isn't really, he doesn't consider himself a villain at all.
Exactly.
He thinks he's helping Batman.
Right. He thinks that he's helping Batman, and he thinks that Batman, is fighting for his cause.
Yes.
Yeah. Finally, Batman 407, Year 1, Part 4 is a very fine copy for $14.
But I mean, Frank Miller, very iconic for his Dark Knight story, The Dark Knight Returns. But honestly, I think his Year 1 is way better. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of Dark Knight Returns.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people really like it, but that's just personal preference. Tom Wilkinson was Falcone in Batman Begins.
Okay. I forgot he was in Batman Begins. That's
because he was in the beginning, and he like threatened Christian Bale's like Bruce Wayne, being like, "You can't kill him. We're gonna kill him, so that you don't get locked up."
Okay.
Because like in that universe, it wasn't even like a mob hit; it was literally just a random kill. And Falcone was like angry about it, because he didn't want Wayne dying. I guess Thomas to die.
Okay.
But yeah, no. My favorite part of the Batman film is easily the fact that like there's arcs. It feels like comic issues can be separated.
It's an entire comic book arc.
It's like the third time you've done that. But like the Penguin chase is like one issue. The next issue is like him going to the orphanage and realizing Alfred is hurt, and like it just keeps going. Like every arc, like you could divvy it up very easily.
Yeah, I'd like to do that next time I watch it. More Batman stuff.
Yes.
Catwoman #1 from her first miniseries ever. Very fine near mint copy for $12.
Yeah, the first ever. It's kind of wild. I really thought that Catwoman would have had a miniseries, a series before this one, but this is her first ever series, which is kind of wild.
It took until 1989 for her to have her own solo book.
I mean, she's a very compelling character. I wonder. I personally don't know who is fighting in this story, so let me actually see who the antagonist is. I'm actually curious to know.
But yeah, this is written by Mindy Newell, J.J. Birch, pencils Michael Baer. That's actually interesting too. This is suggested for mature readers.
Yes, it is. That's also another thing I realized. Like it was a way darker story.
Okay.
4-issue mini, post-crisis continuity.
So only for mature readers. $12. Issue 1.
Apparently references her sister's introduction of Selena Kyle's sister.
Okay.
Apparently, it's still canon. Apparently, I'm trying to see who the villain is, though. That's mainly my interest on this. Stan.
Or is there even a villain?
It's basically about her becoming Catwoman. Actually,
Okay. That makes more sense.
like her confronting her pimp, and then basically deciding to begin robbing.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay. So it's legitimately an origin story for her. It's not taking place directly from where we normally know her from, where she's already a hardened criminal.
Yeah.
This is her beginnings. But yeah, no. I mean, talking about Catwoman, there's been 3 iterations of Catwoman. There was the Batman Returns, right? Yeah, Batman Returns, and then there was Dark Knight Rises version with Anne Hathaway. So Michelle Pfeiffer, Anne Hathaway, and then the most recent one, who is I always forget her name. You remember her name?
Zoe Kravitz?
Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz.
So yeah, no. I mean, each one of them have honest. Oh wait. Well, I guess we have to acknowledge.
Yeah. What about she had her own movie.
She had her own. Technically, she didn't play Selena Kyle, and we don't really acknowledge that movie existed. We don't.
She played Storm. What?
Yeah.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. Yeah.
Halle Berry's Catwoman. Can't forget.
She even knows that. You know, she hates the movie also, right? She accepted the Razzies in person for it and was like, "Thank you, executives, for making me make this awful film."
That's good.
It was really funny. There's also Carmen Biconda. Oh yeah, there was
on the Gotham
yes,
show.
In the Gotham show. Yes, that is true. She was pretty good, Catwoman. It was very interesting. I watched Gotham in its entirety.
Uh-huh.
Really weird at times. Really strange.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, some very cool casting choices.
Right.
Anyway, moving on to the next issue.
Catwoman 2, very fine copy for $5. Catwoman 3, very fine copy for $5 as well. And finally, Catwoman 4 of 4, the final issue. Very fine near mint copy for $7.
So if you're a fan of Catwoman and you want to get her first solo series, this is the time. I mean,
only 4 issues.
It really is only 4 issues, which is kind of surprising. I kind of wish some comic book series would bring back like the 4-issue format, because I feel like too many comics either try to stretch to 12 or really go for 6, and it's not long enough at times or too short at times. So
yeah. Very abstract Gotham as well, which I think gave its comic book feel.
Yeah, it really. The cool thing about the Gotham TV show was that you could never tell the time period with it. At times there were regular cell phones, and then at times there were phone booths.
Right. It's
like
it
just didn't.
One of those time ambiguous pieces.
Basically, yeah, and it worked really well.
Interesting.
Or like a Gotham that doesn't really like age poorly.
Okay.
You know?
Right.
But yeah.
All right. So that's the full Catwoman mini. So $12,557. what is it? 10 to 22 to $29 for the whole Catwoman series, if anyone is interested.
Next up,
let's go to our next cat.
The Cat.
The Cat #1. First appearance and origin of Nelson Greer Tigra, but this is when she was known as the Cat. This is a Fine Plus copy for only $50.
Yeah, very, very early appearance. If you guys don't know right now, Tigra is actually dating Moon Knight, which is a pretty interesting thing within the comic. I've been really enjoying the Moon Knight run. Highly recommend it always.
Yep.
But yeah, no, top notch. Like honestly, one of the best Moon Knight runs. But I really like the way Jen McKay is currently writing her character, Tigra. And if you really enjoy that character, this is the origin and first appearance of her. So highly recommend snagging it while you can. You never know how rare it is.
Yeah, it's cool. And Moon Knight Tigra is basically like the Avengers' spy or liaison,
basically,
to keep track of what Moon Knight's doing. Hey Kenneth, how you doing?
Hello.
So Fine Plus, $50.
On to the next.
Speaking of Frank Miller,
yes, more Frank Miller.
the Elektra Saga
By Frank Miller.
was a Frank Miller Elektra mini. Issue 1 right here is very fine for $4.
But yeah,
Issue 2, I'm just gonna go through.
Oh, okay.
Issue 2, near mint copy for $5. Issue 3, near mint for $5. And finally, issue 4, also near mint for $5.
Yeah, we've got really good quality copies of this run.
Yeah.
I was honestly surprised by how good they are, especially for their age.
So that's about $19 for the full Elektra Saga 1 through 4 right here.
And if you're a Frank Miller head and you really enjoy his work, this is probably a must-buy, especially because Elektra is such a... I feel like Elektra's like a very important character for Frank Miller's writing, and like the way he writes her is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wonder who she faces in this run, if it's the Hand or other people.
So Thomas wants to claim the Elektra Saga.
Okay.
Would you like so the full saga? I take it then. So $19 for the full saga. I do believe. I guess sorry to hold board for you.
It's fine.
All right, Thomas will be taking. Yep,
The
full
Elektra
saga.
Awesome.
Full saga for you.
So, do you remember that awful Elektra movie?
I honestly have to rewatch that because that
it's
was
so boring, man. Don't even
hilarious.
put yourself through that. It's so bad. It's so bad.
But it's like funny bad.
Yeah, I don't know about funny bad, man. It's
No,
just kind of bad. In case anyone, she does, but like it's not enough to carry the film past like its mediocrity.
Jennifer Garner, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she married Ben Affleck, which was like the whole. Like, it was a very funny thing because she played Elektra and then he played Daredevil and then they married.
Wow.
I don't know if they're still
What a
together.
romance. MJ Spidey's and Zendaya, Tom Holland moment.
They're still dating, I believe, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's crazy. Anyway, what else do we have?
Let's finish up this raft here.
And then we can start the new one.
Superman 199 Good Plus for $65. This is the first Superman and Flash race.
Yeah, the first ever.
Yep.
And I think quite the rarity. Batman offering a nice word of support. Truly a strange time.
Yeah, show him up, Flash.
Batman being nice?
And then Hawkman is cheering on Superman.
But yeah, if you guys want to learn who wins this race and what kicks off all their future races, because this is really the start of it, Pick this one up. What's the grading on it?
Good plus for $65.
But yeah, first Flash race.
Yeah, Jay's saying, Ben Affleck did marry J-Lo. I remember that. But you're saying he also married Jennifer Garner?
Oh, wait. Maybe I'm thinking. Wait, no. Jennifer Gardner played the younger version. Oh, okay. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm confusing the two.
Plays what? The younger version
Does she
of
play
Elektra?
the younger version of. I'm thinking about the Elektra movie, like the solo movie. Are we talking about like the different actors?
Yeah, you're talking about the solo movie.
Because the Elektra and Daredevil show is actually really, really good.
Elektra in the Daredevil show, yeah.
Yeah, she was very good. Elijah's still not watched season 3 of Daredevil, which I've berated him.
I'm very behind on the Daredevil show.
I mean, it's not like it's going to be moving anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah.
But not with the writer's strike happening currently.
True.
But yeah.
Last one on this track I have is a very cool book for me because it's the first appearance of Warlord, DC first issue special.
Number 8.
This is a fine plus copy for $20. First appearance Warlord. Warlord was created by Mike Grell. He was the artist and the writer on this book. So a rare instance in where a character is fully just one creator's property because he wrote and drew this. And Mike Grell was very attached to Warlord. He wrote and drew for 6 years Warlord in his own series.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think the reason why you and me especially find this interesting is because in Danger Street, the most recent series, he's one of the main characters.
Yep, that's right. So if you're reading Danger Street, or if you haven't, you should.
Especially if you want more Warlord. I really like the characterization of him.
Yeah. But I don't see this book going anywhere but up because of the Danger Street book. So definitely check this out. Only $20 for a fine plus copy of his first appearance.
Yeah. Elektra the Daredevil show was played by Elodie Young.
Elodie Young, yeah.
Yeah, and so Elodie Young was, she did phenomenal. But yeah, no. So Ben Affleck remarried her, apparently, the Elektra actress. That's kind of crazy.
No. I think he just remarried J-Lo.
Oh, is that? Okay. Claim for Warlord, Nick Barucci.
All right. Now, I can't keep straight all these celebrity relationships. Don't ask me about it.
Yep. Basically. It's quite difficult. Celebrity relationships never have been my strong suit.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do we have next?
No, after the first break.
Okay.
Okay.
How much is the Superman Flash race? So this is the Superman 199 is a good plus copy for $65. $65.
It is the first race of Superman Flash. One of many, I believe 5 in total.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, phenomenal run, phenomenal race, I guess. But yeah, the fact that they do this, there hasn't been any recently, as far as I remember, except for that one time where I told you that Flash was like, yeah, that was for charity.
Right. Wasn't even trying.
Yeah. But I like the fact that Flash is faster than Superman. I don't like it when Superman is just
the end all be all.
End all be all of everything.
Yeah.
I'd rather him have at least some someone have a leg up on him, at least in one category.
Right.
Whether it be strength or speed.
Yeah.
But phenomenal race.
But yeah, $65 for the good plus copy. Yeah, I would like them to do another rematch. It would be nice.
It would just be fun just to see. And I would love to see if it was like, you know what would be cool? If it was a relay race and you have the Superman family and the Flash family.
Ah, that would be good.
That would be sick, wouldn't that?
That's a good idea.
Just have like Clark tap in John, tap in Kara, and then tap in Connell.
Yeah.
For Connor. And then have Barry tap in Wally, tap in Bart, and then tap in Wallace.
That'd be awesome.
That's a really simple way to include both families.
It's a perfect matchup, honestly.
But yeah,
Real quick, let's go over the Silver Age books.
the ones that we have on this rack over here.
Take a look over here. We got some Amazing Spider-Man, Avengers, Daredevil, FF, Thor, X-Men, all that good stuff. So the Amazing Spider-Man issue 35 up there is a fine copy for just $70.
35. Really, really early on.
Yep, very early Molten Man appearance.
Yeah, so with ASM, it's very difficult to get, especially up to, like, what is it, like the first 100 issues are, like, incredibly difficult to usually find.
Yeah.
So if you're an ASM collector, definitely get this while you still can, because they're difficult to track down, and I don't expect it to get any easier as the years progress.
Definitely.
Is there any specific one issue that you would be interested in buying if you were an ASM collector?
Like an early ASM thing?
Yeah.
I mean, any of, like, Doc Ock's early appearances would be really cool, because I really love the Master Planner arc. That's a really amazing arc of, early Spider-Man.
That's like 11 through 13 or something like that, right?
I'm not sure the exact numbering, but it's super early.
Yeah. Anyway.
Avengers number 31. Right here is a very good copy for $18, featuring the Keeper.
The Keeper, who we thought
looks like a Mortis, but it's not.
It's not a Mortis. It's a one-time villain that appears and then leaves just as quickly.
Just looks like him.
Just looks very similar.
Avengers issue 35 is also very good for $18.
Hank Pym as Goliath on the cover.
And I also like to mention that this is the first Roy Thomas script with a Stan Lee plot.
So yeah, if you're a fan of Hank Pym, this is his first time as Goliath.
Yeah, this is one of his first appearances as Goliath. So early Avengers 31 and 35, pretty cool.
I think the first time I got introduced to the concept of Goliath was during Civil War, actually, when the other Goliath got killed by Ragnarok.
Yeah, Bill Foster.
Yeah, that was his name.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. Daredevil issue 40 is $40. Very fine copy. DD versus Ape Man, Catman, Birdman, the Unholy Three, as they were known.
What would be your ideal villain for, like, let's say, like a small-time villain for the new Daredevil show? If you were supposed to do, like, a one-episode villain, one shot.
The new show. I would say maybe someone from... I do really like Owl. I do really like Owl or Gladiator for Daredevil. I think those are kind of classic, but easily reinventable, easily repurposable DD villains.
Repurposable. Paste Pop Pete / Trapster. That would be interesting. I was thinking Stiltman personally for me, but I know that isn't really a Daredevil villain per se.
I would say he's a DD villain. I think he's a Daredevil villain first, and then.
Is that? Oh, okay, that might be.
Yeah. No, he's Daredevil for sure.
Well, yeah, any one of those characters would be really interesting to see in the
Face
future
Pop,
Daredevil show.
If they tried to make him serious, it would be really funny. FF number 32 is a very good plus copy for $55.
Death of a Hero. Who dies? That's the question.
FF number 41 is a very good copy for $30. FF 44, first appearance of Gorgon, very good plus copy for $40, which I think is a steal.
Yeah, no, seriously.
FF 68 is a very good plus copy for $25.
Did you read the most recent FF book?
That's right. FF number 700 just came out this week. That's something that we forgot to mention.
Yeah, very
FF
good.
700 issues of Fantastic Four, pretty amazing. I thought this was a spectacular issue. It was a $5.99 book, so a bit larger, but I don't think it overstayed its welcome. I think it was a very necessary Doom-centered story. Can't have the FF without Doom, and this issue really focused on him. And yeah, if you guys haven't read that, I definitely recommend that. Even as a standalone story, I think it's worth picking up. I don't think you necessarily have to read the rest of it, but
I think it was really interesting.
Zanin said the character who died in Death of a Hero was Sue and Johnny's father, who was secretly the Invincible Man.
The Invincible Man.
Wow, so that was their father. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, what?
That's
I didn't
crazy.
realize their father was also a superhero.
Or a villain, I guess.
Villain?
Well, yeah, isn't he the villain on the cover?
But it says Death of a Hero, so I kind of assumed
Oh, yeah, sorry.
a hero. You know?
The FF is sort of they're either fainting or falling over as a reaction to the Invincible Man. So
That is.
I couldn't really tell what effect he was having on them.
Yeah. Who is the Invincible Man? I wonder
Reed's
what the powers
fainting,
are.
Sue's fainting. They don't look too good.
But
But
yeah,
there's a fun fact for you. Thank you, Zanin.
Yeah, thanks, Eamon.
FF 79, This Monster Forever. Very good copy for $16.
Centric story.
I love this cover.
Yeah, it's
Really nice green backdrop with the thing.
Really makes the thing pop out, especially amongst the other covers, I feel like. The early on covers.
Any FF fan probably knows the This Man, This Monster story arc and how amazing it is. Even I, know about it, and I think that it's like top 3, if not top 1 Thing stories. It just, it explores what makes the Thing so special as a hero and a character, and deals with Ben's struggle to want to stay
a hero
while also looking the way he does and feeling the way he does about it. So
I definitely think the best solution was when he had that like wristband that would turn on and turn off the Thing
cool.
for him. That was pretty neat.
But I think Hulk screwed that up.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four number 86, Fine Plus copy for $50.
I think especially the with Fantastic Four 700, I really enjoyed that it wasn't a bunch of short stories. I actually like that it was just a continuation of the normal story.
Yeah.
This monster was FF 51.
Yep, 51. Yeah, really, really major issue. I haven't seen that in person in a while. I'd like to, because that's a beautiful cover. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's almost similar to this because he's standing in a machine, with a green backdrop. It's a beautiful cover. More Kirby goodness.
Ooh, Kirby.
This is Thor number 148. This is actually the first appearance of Wrecker. Fine Plus copy for $60.
Yeah, if you like the Wrecker, highly recommend getting it.
He wasn't amazingly adapted in the She-Hulk show.
Yeah,
I think this book might be worth a little more if he was more of a fan favorite. But he's a great comic book character, so that's a really cool find.
You remember that video essay that I showed you a long time ago where it pitched Vin Diesel as the Wrecker?
Yeah.
For like the Defenders show, it was like, what if Vin Diesel was the
Wrecking Crew as a Defenders
antagonist would have been.
Is it's 4-on-4.
Yeah,
I thought that was a really cool idea.
it was. Too bad it'll never happen.
Yeah. Journey into Mystery with Thor. This is issue 111. This is a good copy for $20.
So, Journey into Mystery, that was the original title of the Thor book, correct?
Right, that is the book that Thor first appeared in.
And then how long did it take before
he was fighting what was it, the men of Saturn or something, those little green guys?
How long did it take before it was just his book? I'm just curious about that. I don't know if you know.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long it took, but He was a steady feature at this point.
Yeah, it's the same thing with like Doctor Strange, right? Wasn't he?
Yeah, a lot of those, a lot of the early characters that we know and love now appeared in either, Tales of Suspense or Tales to Astonish or
Amazing
Journey
Fantasy.
into Mystery, Amazing Fantasy, right? All that stuff. So those are all classics. Final Thor book, real quick. 142, featuring Super Skrull. This is a very good copy.
I expect all the Thor books to jump up in price once Chris Hemsworth leaves the Thor role. He seems very excited to leave it, so
Yeah.
I would be very much unsurprised if he dies in Secret Wars.
Yeah.
He was apparently very much not informed about the Thor will return part of his the last movie. He was very surprised that.
Well, I mean, his contract wasn't up, right?
No, it wasn't up, but he when you put it like Thor will return, usually it's like hinting at like another solo series film is gonna happen.
Xanon said it became the Mighty Thor with issue 126. Okay.
Diesel as Absorbent Man would also go crazy.
And Diesel as Absorbent, that'd be really
that would actually go really, really crazy, especially with like him with like the chain and ball. Like
I could see it for sure.
that would be
I
sick.
can definitely see it.
Yeah, no, it's all about family.
Fast
Proceeds
and
to absorb
Furious.
concrete.
Fast and Furious 10.
Oh yeah, that is indeed a film that is being
released.
that is releasing. What I don't even know what the crazy stuff they're doing for this film.
Yeah.
Last one was going into space. Why? I don't know.
Only for like 2 seconds though. But yeah, Mighty Thor 142. Very good copy for $16.
Yeah. What else do we have left?
Submariner and the Incredible Hulk in Tales to Astonish number 71. Fine plus copy at only $25.
So my question is, could Hulk beat Namor before he runs out of breath? If they were underwater.
If Hulk went in the water?
If Hulk was in the water, trapped in the water
I think he
with
can.
Namor.
Probably has a huge lung capacity. But could he? I don't know.
That's the thing,
Namor's been known to best Hulk before.
That's the thing.
Because Hulk either gets too angry and gets too messy, So I might give that to Namor.
If Namor punches him like in the solar plex or something, he's just going to lose all his air anyway.
Right. That's true. That's probably what he would target first.
Yeah. So because he is an actual fighter in comparison to Hulk, who is just a brawler.
Right.
But yeah. So yeah, I kind of have to give it to Namor also.
Yeah. Couple X-Men issues up here. X-Men number 17. Very good minus. $35. Only $35. X-Men number 17.
For
very, very, very early X-Men.
So for the new X-Men movie, who would you want the new characters to be?
Like the ones featured?
Yeah, for like as the start of the X-Men. I think personally, keep it very classic.
Oh yeah.
Keep it X-Man,
I think
Angel, Cyclops, Jean Grey, and maybe instead of Beast, maybe like I don't know, Dazzler or Jubilee. I think just to balance it out a little bit more.
Sure. But yeah, I mean, classic 5. I think that's all you need. Xanon said Namor and the Hulk famously fought in Tales to Astonish number 100.
Oh, okay.
There you go. That's a good 100 issue celebration.
Did it happen to end in a tie? Like most of them do.
Yeah.
Oh no, neither of us can win. I guess we'll just go off and walk away.
Yeah. Final X-Men issue here is issue 29. This is very cool because it's Mimic fighting the Super Adaptoid. This is a fine minus for only $35.
And we had the same conversation last time of a Mazo versus Super Adaptoid, and I think we both gave it to a Mazo.
Yeah. Just purely because DC's universe has more powerful characters than Marvel's universe.
Oh, very much so.
Giant size X-Men 1 start up with that team and story. That could be very cool. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Yeah, because honestly, that's such an amazing team because of how diverse it is. So I would be into that. I would really like
Yeah, I mean, giant size X-Men. Yeah, plus they probably want to have Wolverine in it.
But don't kill off Thunderbird right away.
Yeah, please don't kill off Thunderbird. Please.
Follow it up with the original classic X-Men Disney Plus TV show. Yeah, I want that animated X-Men 93 show.
Yeah, that should be coming out, I believe, in the next year.
I hope so.
But
I'm
anyway,
looking forward to that. Bobby's right. Definitely, I think that would be a great team.
But anyway, we'll be back shortly after the breaks. See you guys in a couple.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey, and behind every page there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today. Visit comicshoplocator.com today. Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
You know how when you go to Comic-Con, after Comic-Con, you go to the hotel bar, and there's a whole bunch of people playing music and dancing, and you've got Pikachu and Lara Croft Tomb Raider doing the cha-cha slide just down from Deadpool and Batman and Wonder Woman? That's every Saturday night over on the Experience Twitch channel. Join Taji Beats for the EXP Dance Party, exclusively on Twitch, twitch.tv/the_EXP. Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.
Hello. Someone asked what the X-Men 17 is. It is $35.
Very good minus, right?
Very good minus. So
$35 for X-Men 17.
yeah. What exactly happens in that issue? Do you know specifically?
It's supposedly a reprint issue, actually.
Oh, really?
But basically, it features the death of Professor X.
Oh, the one of many. Yeah. Claim X-Men 17. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Hey, everybody. You get to see my ugly mug for a little while today. Brought some books over from the Jersey store. I got a wide variety of things to show you. Hopefully somebody will be interested in some of the books. I have here from 30 years ago, Marvel Comics 1993 direct market example of what they were going to do in 1993, given out at a retailer's meeting. It's almost 300 pages long. And what they did was black and white of the character on one side of the page, and then information on the book that was coming out on the other side of the page. So you've got 300 pages with approximately 150 pages of black and white art. This is $20. I'll just note that the last 4 pages are loose.
Was there any specific reason why it was just black and white?
Well, it was a giveaway at a retailer meeting, so they're not going to spend a lot of money.
Fair. Okay.
Okay. Next, I have a 2 hardcover set in a slipcase, Captain America, The Classic Years, reprinting early Simon and Kirby Cap stories, including the origin. This originally sold for, I think it was $75. Yeah, $75, and that's what we're charging for it. The slipcase is a little scuffed, but the books are in pristine. And the story behind this was one of those examples where if you have the power to fire somebody, you let them know they're fired, you let them clear out their personal items, you walk them to the door. What Marvel did with somebody in the production department, they said, hey, you're just not working out. Friday's your last day. So he said to himself, what can I do before I leave? So what he did was, there's 2 instances in the book on page 284 where he drew something in yellow with a white or light background so it wouldn't be noticed. And you have a character with a bald head, flesh colored, with an 8-ball on his forehead. And you have Bucky. I think he's in a stretcher covered by a white sheet with a tear in the sheet with his penis sticking out. So this book, this set actually went out of print before it was known what he did to the book. So this is $75, nice collector's item. I'm just going to put it off to the side in front of here because it does not fit in the wire rack.
Heavy.
Hefty books.
Okay. Got my cheat sheet here. I have Monsters Unleashed, black and white magazine from the mid-70s. Number 2 in VG Plus at $10 with a Bars cover. Frank Bruner, Sid Shores, John Buscema, and Bill Everett art interior. Again, VG Plus at $10.
Someone asked quickly, sorry to interrupt, Mike. Someone asked what ASM number it is over here, and this is 35.
ASM 35, it's a fine copy for $70.
Yep, for Spirits of Molten Man.
Okay. Monsters Unleashed, number 4 in fine at $12. Buscema, Gene Colan, Dave Cockrum, Sid Shores art. Monsters Unleashed, number 5 in VG at $6 with the Man's Thing story, Buscema and Win Mortimer art. Monsters Unleashed, number 6 in VG Plus at $8 with a Bars cover, Val Merrick art, Frankenstein story inside. Next is issue number 7 in fine at $9. Includes a 4-page Al Williamson reprint story.
What imprint made Monsters Unleashed?
It was Marvel.
Oh, Marvel?
Yeah, Marvel did a run of black and white magazines at the time. Actually, Jason, when he was in earlier, he bought the run of Howard the Duck black and white mags that I had that I was going to put on the show. Okay, number 8 has a Man-Thing story. A story written and drawn by Neil Adams. Val Merrick art, Perez art, Al Milgrom and Rich Buckler art. This is fine minus at $8.
Yeah, I'm sure any Man-Thing comic has definitely increased in price recently.
Number 9 in VG Plus at $8. Al Milgrom, Don Perlin, and Val Merrick art. And the last issue we have, number 10, At $8, VG Plus, a Tigra story written by Chris Claremont and drawn by Tony DeZuniga and Val Merrick art on another story.
How long did Monsters Unleashed go for?
This may have been the last issue. I'm not really sure. I don't remember.
Did you, by any chance, I'm just curious, watch Werewolf by Night?
No, not yet.
You should see. They do this like physical prop version of Man-Thing that looks amazing.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's all like realistic
effects, yeah.
practical effects.
Yeah.
It looks phenomenal.
Okay, I said it's going to be a wide variety of stuff. Turtles, issue number 1, 5th printing, fine minus at $20. Legends of the Dark Knight, number 50, Brian Boland cover, very fine at $9. This was also a really nice design on a graffiti t-shirt.
Real quick, I have a gentleman asking that. That's an up to you.
Wait, what's the price that's on it?
70.
Oh, yeah. Mill Skills, yes, we'll do 65 for that. Just make sure you write it down.
Okay.
Second
Okay,
appearance, if you would like it, we can do for 65. Second appearance moment.
And make sure that you read what's on the bottom of the screen. Go and fill out that form. If you claim anything, make sure you do that. Howard the Duck, number 1. Okay, this is a VG copy at $15. Number 2 is a fine minus copy at $7. And I have a copy of She-Hulk, Sensational She-Hulk number 15 with the first gray She-Hulk. And that's a very fine copy at $25.
What was that run? Who wrote that run?
That was John Burns' run.
John Burns' run?
Yeah. Okay, Marvel Premiere number 57, featuring the second United States appearance of Doctor Who. This copy is VG Plus at $10. Marvel Premiere 59, third issue in the Doctor Who series of Marvel Premiere, fine minus at $5.
I never realized Doctor Who appeared within the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, it was a
Just
Marvel
yeah, and then there was a run of his own title.
Did he cross
Printed
over
on
with
the
any other
Baxter,
characters?
no, printed on the Baxter paper, really nice paper stock.
Oh, that's sick.
Okay, Shazam issue number 1. This is a VG copy at $15.
That's a nice one.
Now, the next 2 books are really, really hard to find in nice shape, and these are really in nice shape. This is Batman DC Super Spectacular 100-page series number 14 in fine minus at $25.
Also, Zayn would like to claim Monsters Unleashed number 8.
Monsters Unleashed number 8 for Zayn. I have the prices on this sheet. I'll tell you.
That's for you.
Okay, and I have DC number 20 from the 100-page Super Spectacular. This copy is fine minus at $20. Really hard to find these 100-pagers in nice shape. Now, the next book I have is a key DC title. It's around $6,000 in near mint. Of course, our copy is not. It's the first Silver Age appearance of Mothman,
Oh, wow.
Batman villain Mothman. But it's also the first appearance of Barbara Gordon as Batgirl.
Wow.
This copy is, I'm giving it a good plus at $450. The pages are brown, not brittle. It's in pretty much decent shape, except it's missing a tiny corner there on the cover. And someone got the bright idea when they were a youngster to take a pencil and outline the Batgirl character. So it's hard to see in the bag, but you can feel it if you touch it. Mm. So like I said, I'm giving it a good plus at $450. I wish it were in nicer shape, but we go with what we can get.
Made some room up here as well if you want to toss some books up here.
Now I've got Detective number 431 in fine minus. And that's at $13.
Mike,
Detective. I'm sorry. Okay.
We also made some room.
All right. Detective 432 VG Plus at $11. 433 at fine at $15. Number 434 in VG Plus at 11. 435 in fine minus at 13. And 436 in VG at $8. This was a subscription copy, so back then they just came in a brown paper slipcase, and the mailman would always fold them down the middle to get them in the mail slot. So it's got the fold down the middle. Okay, got the Marvel's Mighty Mouse issues 1 through 10, mostly in VG or better, at a nice low price of $5.
Very, very affordable.
Okay. Sergio Aragona stomps Star Wars. Very fine near mint at $7. Written by Mark Evanier and Sergio, and of course drawn by Sergio. Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace, Wizard 1/2 edition in fine with certificate of authenticity for $12. From Dark Horse, Star Wars Droids number 1 in fine at $12.
Real quick, Mike, we have someone asking about X-Men 29.
Sure.
X-Men 29. Let me grab the price on that. It's a fine minus copy. It's $35. $35.
$35 for a fine minus copy of X-Men 29. Okay, Marvel's Star Comics Droids number 1. VG minus at $5.
This just followed R2D2 and C3PO?
Yeah. Yep. Nightwing number 1 from the ongoing series in fine at $12.
Nightwing number 1. Claim the X-Men 29.
All right.
Okay.
Awesome.
From Marvel Star Comics line, Ewoks. This is issues 1 through 14, with the exception of numbers 7 and 12. Most are VG. $7 for the batch. From Eclipse Comics, 007, Serpent's Tooth, the 3-issue miniseries. These are all in VG or better. Written by Doug Mensch and drawn by Paul Galassi. 3 prestige issues for $7. And then 007, also from Eclipse, written and drawn by Mike Grell, 3-issue limited series of Permission to Die, 3 prestige format books for $7. Three-issue miniseries from Star Comics, Muppets Take Manhattan, all in VG, $3. Six-issue miniseries from Marvel, Picture of Dorian Gray. These are all VG to find, most of them in fine. $4 for the 6-issue series.
So is this just a retelling of Dorian Gray, the original story?
Yeah, Marvel at a certain period they did Picture of Dorian Gray, Moby Dick, and a few other classic books as like 5 or 6 issue miniseries.
Oh, that's cool.
Serenity 1 through 3 miniseries based on the TV show. These are all very fine near mint. All 3 issues, $10. Star Wars X-Wing Rogue Squadron Special Wizard Edition. Fine Plus at $6.
Highly recommend. There's also the Star Wars game, Rogue Squadron. So if you're into that, definitely check out this comic.
Okay, Inferior 5. I told you it's going to be a big batch of unrelated books. Inferior 5, number 3, VG Plus at $7.
Who's on in, the Inferior 5 team?
5
A
inferior
bunch
people.
of strange characters, and they were even stranger stories.
Also, that Warner Bros. Logo, the 2000s Warner Bros. Logo, reminds me of when I was growing up. The little corner right there,
Right.
that was when they redesigned it for my
Well, it says watch Batman on Kids WB.
yes.
Okay, got 2 issues with Harlequin on the cover of Batman Gotham Adventures. These are both in Fine Plus, $9 each. Issue number 10 and number 14, both with Harley on the cover. Star Wars Bounty Hunters from Dark Horse, a one-shot RSN, very fine near mint at $5. Okay, the 4 one-shots from Star Wars Episode 1. You've got Anakin, Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and Queen Amidala. These came with variant covers. I have the photo cover on the Qui-Gon. The others are art covers. These are all very fine at $6 each.
Yeah, Star Wars Anniversary Day is this Thursday, indeed.
Dead Man number 1 with a glow-in-the-dark cover, very fine near mint at $8.
I wonder, does it still glow in the dark?
Yeah, I tried. Okay, now I have 3 Batman Elseworlds hardcovers. Batman Dracula Red Rain. These are all $24.95 cover price. They're going to be $20 each. Batman Dracula Red Rain. The follow-up, Batman Bloodstorm. And then Batman Dark Knight Dynasty, which has, I believe, 3 stories in it. Gary Frank. Who else is in here? don't see who else was in here, but Scott Hampton, one story written by Mike Barr. These are $20 each, $24.95 cover price.
Figure 5 was Awkward Man, the Jester, the Blimp, Dumb Bunny, and White Feather.
Wow. 5 characters.
They were great stories, though. So I
Lee-
know I zipped through that pretty quick.
Lee is asking for shipping charges.
Shipping is $9 for a single claim. If you claim more than one claim, we'll add them all together and let you know what the appropriate charges are. Don't forget, if you claim something, you have to fill out the form as you see running across the bottom of the screen. And you could also send your information to fjccshow@gmail.com, and then we'll get back to you with an invoice and PayPal information.
Yep.
All right.
And he says he's right there in PA, so it shouldn't be too far for your package to go.
Okay. So I'll get out of your hair and let you carry on with what you want to do. And I'll
right.
pull down all these goodies.
So Mike just dropped a big bomb, a lot of good stuff in there. So if you have any questions about any of those things, please comment below.
Hopefully everyone's enjoying their day. It's better weather than it was yesterday, at least. That's at least an upside. Zayden says, thank you, Mike.
Hey, glad we had something you wanted. We just picked these up, and I have another 900 books to go through at the Jersey store that most of these came from. I also looked at a collection last Sunday that hopefully we'll be picking up. The person was going out of town and going to make a decision on our offer. I know we had the first Superman-Batman race. This person in his collection has 2 copies of the second race.
Well,
Also has the first appearance of Poison Ivy, but it's missing centerfold.
there you go. I'll do it.
And these were all books that he bought as a child, and he stamped his name on the front cover of almost every book.
Wow.
Oh, no.
So there's some decent stuff in there, and they'll wind up being at decent prices if we get the collection.
Excellent. This.
All right, I'll turn it back over to the young bloods.
All right. Does it matter whose books I purchased? Not quite sure what you mean by that, but just depending on which books you claimed, we'll price the shipping accordingly, depending on how far it has to go if you claim multiple books. And Mills, you did claim multiple books, so we got X-Men 17, ASM 35, and X-Men 29 here for you. So
It would probably just be the standard $9.
Yeah.
For all 3, just $9 covering everything.
right up. Yeah, but if you have any questions after you fill out the form, let us know.
Yeah, we're here to help, especially to make sure you get your comics safely.
Yep.
Anyway.
And Zanin was here last week in between the shows and got a Journey into Mystery book as well. So if we get more Silver Age stuff, that would be awesome, and I'm sure that people will be interested in those.
Yeah. We just recently got an interesting batch of Sandman Mystery Theater and Hellblazer recently. So
yeah,
I'm hoping to price that up maybe this week and have that maybe on the show next week.
Yeah.
So if there's any Hellblazer that you're really interested in, or Sandman Mystery Theater, this one person that gave us their collection basically had every single issue. So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. It was a very nice collection of 80s and 90s stuff. But there's some exceptions to those.
Yeah. Phenomenal Vertigo. Vertigo, I will say, the 90s and 80s had some phenomenal covers.
Yeah.
It's actually insane. They would meld real photography with the actual covers, and it just looked so nice.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any specific like Vertigo covers that you guys really enjoyed? Just curious, as people that obviously grew up with Vertigo comics, I feel like it'd be interesting to get your point of views. Looking for X-Men 106 and 109.
I'll make note of that.
Yeah. If you guys have any books that you want us to search specifically for, comment them, and we'll try to get them on the show next week, especially for you guys to then buy. But yeah, if there's any specific books or any things that you need to complete your collection on certain series, don't be afraid to message down below, and we'll try our best to find it.
And just curious, Mel, what state are you hailing from? Just curious where you're tuning in from. But yeah, this shop is here in Philly. And
yeah.
So I'll make note of that. 106
and 109.
And 109.
Excellent. I wonder what happens in those specific issues.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. Anyway, Elias, what do you have in store for us?
I just tossed up a few Marvel Collector's item classics because I enjoy those.
Over here.
So fill out the rest of our silver rack there. Jay said, I don't get why Marvel doesn't use the Hulk to advertise more. He's basically one big banner. You know what that means?
It's time for a break.
Comic Collectibles is a pretty straightforward show. You got Rex here, he sells the comics, and you got Rock and Robbie, he knows about the comics. And finally, John, well, no one really knows what John does. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, but he just keeps showing up. Come to think of it, I don't even really know how he gets in here. Anyway, awesome comics, rare books, rarer signatures, slabbed books, and amazing cover sketches by Ken Hazer and others. Simple formula, you want the comics, you buy the comics. To sum up, Rex sells the comics, Robbie knows the comics, and John, who might possibly be a ghost. I mean, seriously, has anyone ever seen him show up or leave? Comic Collectibles with Rex and John, Mondays from 6 to 8 Eastern on The Experience. Comic Culture and Sales. You just finished the last episode of your favorite new show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh. Keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show on The Experience. Comic Culture and Sales.
Go follow The Experience on TikTok at @the_EXP1 or scan the QR code on the screen. Our TikTok is like everywhere else we are, except you only have to deal with us for a minute. Seems like a win-win to me.
Hello.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hope you guys had a nice little break. We're hopping right in with some interesting comics. Hopefully you guys enjoy.
So, Mike left us with a bunch of great books here. So,
if you guys are interested, definitely don't be afraid to comment and ask ahead.
Any questions? This one really stuck out to me here. Shazam #1. That's a really cool find.
Yeah, no, seriously. If you're a Shazam or Captain Marvel fan, definitely definitely implore you to check that out, especially because Superman is on the cover. So
very good copy for only $15. $15. Completing an X-Men run. Are you trying to collect like
every single X-Men
issue, or are you trying to collect like 1 through 100? But that's very cool.
Well, it would be more than 1 through 100 because they're trying to get 106. What was it? 106 and 109.
Yeah, I guess early.
Yeah.
Volume 1. Volume 1. That's what I'll say.
But a volume has.
Can you go over the Star Wars? Yes, I can.
Yeah, Star Wars, Qui-Gon Jinn, and a bunch of other characters from Episode 1 of The Phantom Menace. I don't know about you guys, but I actually read the novelization, and it is much more interesting than the movie. But reading it is actually really interesting. It's actually really fun. I way prefer reading it over watching the film, which is kind of weird because usually it's supposed to be the opposite. But no. So I'm sure with this comic form, it'll be even better because there'll be images too. The book I read was literally just a novelization of it. So,
right.
What are your thoughts on the prequels?
Grabbing all the Star Wars books here. The prequels, as a kid, I thought they were a blast. You know, I didn't have any criticism over them because I was just a kid. I was just like enjoying it.
You were a dumb kid with no taste in films.
Exactly. I always enjoyed it, and the Jar Jar Binks hate made me upset as a kid because I thought he was just a really funny guy.
Jar Jar's a Sith Lord. What are you talking about? Have you actually seen that theory? Fully?
Yes, I love it.
It's such a cool theory. Like the idea that he's just manipulating and gaslighting everyone. He's playing the long game. Yeah. Everyone thinks
that he's just a dumb
just
guy.
just a dumb moron. Everyone thinks that Palpatine is in charge, but let's be real here, guys. Let's be real. It's Jar Jar. It's Jar Jar.
So, Star Wars books. Let's see. Every single issue of X-Men. Wow,
bro. You are.
What's the legacy up to? Let's see.
I don't even know, man.
Oh, they don't put legacy numbers.
No, they don't. Not on X-Men Red, and that's gotta be frustrating to track.
That's quite the task.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Big respect. I do that at a much smaller scale because I'm only 22 years old and haven't been reading for as long. So I know it's impossible for me to do something like that. But I just finished my Superior Spider-Man run, so I'm very happy about that.
He's like, get those rookie numbers up.
Yeah, exactly.
What is that, only 25 issues?
Sergio Aragones stomps Star Wars, very fine near mint copy at $7.
Yes.
Grab that.
There we go.
So here's $7.
Near mint, so... Yeah, Stomp Star Wars. That's such an interesting alliteration.
Yep.
Stomp
so
Star Wars.
$7 for that one.
You said got 284 so far from the first 300.
Wow.
Wow, insane.
Nice.
That's actually wild.
Right.
What's your earliest issue you have? Do you have X-Men 1? I'm actually curious.
Yeah.
Giant. What issue was Giant Size X-Men, or was it just its own?
Giant Size X-Men
special,
number
right?
1. Yep.
It's just its own special.
Special, yeah.
So yeah, I guess it wouldn't really count.
I want more.
Issue.
I want them to put Giant Size on more covers these days because they really do go massive with books.
The
like $10. Yeah, like just call it Giant Size. You know, I feel like that's a better justification than
just adding a price to your normal ongoing.
Yeah. No, he does not have number 1.
That's fair. That's understandable. I was just curious how early you had. Anyway, let's keep discussing the Star Wars books.
Let's see. Star Wars Episode 1. Wizard, a nice Wizard half number, fine copy for $12.
Has a certificate of authenticity on the back. So if you want it, we can guarantee you that it is exactly what it's from.
Yep, signed by the chairman and CEO of Wizard and the publisher of Dark Horse Comics.
Huh.
So that's a neat little collector's item there.
He said 5 is his earliest, which is
Nice.
still very early.
That's very cool.
It's still very early.
5
Good
is
job
very
on
nice,
that.
yeah. Yeah, just $12 for this Star Wars book right here.
What's everyone's favorite Star Wars film? I'm actually very curious to see what everyone's opinions are. Personally, for me, The Last Jedi. And I know everyone just grabbed their pitchforks and lit their torches on fire, but I really, really love that film. I really think it's a really interesting direction that they were taking. And then Rise of Skywalker happened.
Yep. So the 4, big respect on that. The 4 Star Wars Episode 1 one-shots, all by Dark Horse, all very fine copies. They're each $6 each.
Empire Strikes Back is a phenomenal film. I think the reason why The Last Jedi, especially for me personally, is because I saw it in theaters, and it's one of the few Star Wars films that I've watched in theaters.
Yeah, see, I fell off with this recent trilogy. I fell off the theater train, and that was kind of it for me because I never finished like the last movie of the trilogy.
I never watched the first one in theaters. Like, I watched it way later on, and in The Last Jedi, I was really invested in.
I do have to rewatch Rogue One. I never saw
Rogue One's phenomenal.
I never saw the whole thing. Empire Strikes Back is my favorite. A lot of people say Empire. Rogue One.
Rogue One is
a good choice.
Rogue One is a story which the characters are important, but not because of the lore or the extensive history. It's because you actually get to care about them as characters. I think that's way more investing and way more interesting than just being like, they're a Skywalker. We have to care about them.
Yeah.
And seeing them die is tragic and really heartbreaking, especially when you watch, I haven't watched Andor, and I don't think Elias has either, but apparently it makes it even sadder. So it's like,
I gotta watch Andor.
I really gotta watch it too.
I've heard great things.
I've heard that it's so good that it makes everything else Star Wars related look bad, which is why I'm kind of afraid to watch it, because I feel like I'm gonna watch it and be like, so this is what peak is.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what the best Star Wars can offer.
But yeah, Jay, it looks like this is a very Rogue One positive crowd here tonight.
Yeah, no, Rogue One is phenomenal.
So
Love
that's
it.
good.
Especially Darth Vader, don't choke on your aspirations in general. And he's just holding the man by his throat, force choking him. Oh man, it's so funny. Darth Vader with puns, and then and also his ending hallway scene was wild. Someone I remember someone pointed out that he turned off his life support just to screw with those guys because none of his life support buttons were lighting up, which means that this man was literally choking, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'm going to do this for dramatic lighting." Wow! And came in.
Amazing.
Crazy.
But yeah, Star Wars Episode 1, Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Queen Amidala, and Qui-Gon Jinn. Liam Neeson
himself
with his lovely hairstyle right there. Very fine copies, all $6.
I definitely think he carries the first film for me personally. I'm not a huge fan of the first film, but he definitely is one of the best parts. But midichlorians.
Yeah. Rogue One has that feel that the good guys aren't going to win. It just felt more realistic that the rebels were outmatched. Yeah, no, definitely.
No, very much so. It feels like an actual rebellion instead of two armies equal on the same foot. It felt like, they were very much on the back foot. Like, the rebellion's small. You feel like it's small. You realize just how powerful the Empire is.
Yeah.
There's also, let's talk about these books over here that we have for Star Wars too.
Star Wars droids.
Yes. C-3PO and R2-D2.
Number 1. I always like that they had the Star Comics banner to try and differentiate the Star Wars books that Marvel was printing. That's always kind of fun. But the Star Wars droids, number 1 by Marvel. is a very good minus copy for $5. Just $5 for Droids number 1.
What are your thoughts on BB-8? I'm curious.
BB-8?
Yeah.
I like his design. I think he's a fun droid. I think they give him good personality.
Yeah, same. I really like the lighter thumbs up.
I do enjoy him. This is kind of out of left field, but do you guys have any original issues of Jeff Smith's Bone in stock? Okay.
We can try to look for it, but
yeah.
I'll write it down just to see, and we'll try to look for it for the next show. If you have any specific comics or specific issues, definitely tell us, and we'll try to have it by next week. So
definitely tune in next week, Lee, and we will let you know.
Okay.
The other Star Wars Droids book was the Dark Horse number 1. This is a fine copy for $12. $12 here.
But yeah, I really liked BB-8. I thought he was a very fun design and a natural evolution of the original R2-D2 design.
Exactly. Droids and the Ewoks cartoon back in the 80s, yeah.
Speaking of Ewoks,
that was very funny.
We have the Ewok comics over here. If you guys enjoy, we have 1 through 13. Not 13. 1 through 14 of Ewoks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Missing 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. Missing 12. So
okay.
Missing 7 and 12.
Okay.
But this whole Ewoks bundle right here, mostly very good quality, just for $7. $7 for this whole. But yeah, I mean, look at this cartoonish style. Very much making the Ewoks, cutesy and.
And then we see them in the Star Wars world, and they're definitely
badass.
But, they're awesome.
Saturday morning cartoons that aired on ABC 1985 to 86. Yeah.
ABC had some cool cartoons.
Oh, it's on Disney Plus. I gotta find that then. That sounds hilarious.
I wonder. It kind of looks like in the same style as like Care Bears.
The Ewoks and Droids Adventure Hour. That's fun.
Adventure Hour.
Yeah, exactly. This is like Care Bears style.
Yeah, I wonder if it's the same creative team, like the people that like made Care Bears, where they like brought in to design these versions of the Ewoks, because they look starkly similar.
Yeah. I
don't know if that's on purpose or not. What are the Fantastic Four books on the wall? So
these ones on the rack here. You got the list here.
Yep.
Do you want to go over?
Yeah. So for FF, we have
issue 32,
issue 32, issue 38, issue 41, issue 44, issue 68, issue 79, and issue 86. So if there's any specific issues that you're wondering about, definitely tell us, and we'll give you the price. But yeah, Ewoks, so weird. Did you know that some people try to power scale the Care Bears, and like it's like confirmed that they could destroy a planet if they really tried, which is horrifying. Is that not? That a bunch of sentient teddy bears could just destroy an entire civilization with just a thought, basically. Care Bears for children.
So only a couple more Star Wars books.
More like Scare Bears.
More like
Yes. Much so.
Nice.
Okay.
Last couple Star Wars books here. Star Wars Bounty Hunters, Aura Singh. This is a one-shot. Right here, very fine near mint copy for $5. $5 for Bounty Hunters. Was she in Clone Wars?
Yeah, she was. She was. Yes,
Yeah,
she was.
She's a
she
cool
was a
bounty
super cool character, an assassin character that constantly flirted with Obi-Wan. It was like an actual thing.
Right.
I forgot what her name was, but she didn't have a Darth in her name at all. She was very much her, right?
Aura Singh.
Oh yeah. Oh, it literally says her name.
Yeah.
I completely forgot her name. I was like,
sorry. Yeah, or saying very cool Clone Wars character. But yeah, just $5. $5 for this issue.
I highly recommend watching Clone Wars. That is gas. That's so good.
Very good.
My favorite arc is when he goes on the planet, the Force planet.
Yeah.
And he just meets the manifestations of light and dark, and he just makes them. Anakin just makes him bend to his will.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Because he's the chosen one.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
And the final Star Wars book I have up here today is a special Wizard Edition X-Wing Rogue Squadron. This is a Fine Plus copy for just $6. Is that an Adventure Comics in the back? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is indeed.
This is the first Bizarro World in comics. Very good plus copy for $70.
Yeah.
Superman number 285.
So if you're a fan of Bizarro, this is a critical part of his lore because Bizarro World, either depending on which version of Bizarro, either is the reason why he goes to Earth or he's the thing that he's trying to get back to from Earth.
Yep.
All-Star Superman, that was specifically what he was trying to do was Bizarro World was dying and he was trying to save it. And Superman helps them save their world.
Yep.
So
yeah, Adventure Comics 285. Very nice issue right here.
Yeah.
By Mr. Siegel himself.
Anyway.
All right, so that's all the Star Wars stuff that was there.
Yeah.
Let us see.
I will say this Dark Knights, Legends of the Dark Knights, number 50, has a crazy cover. I'm just going to show this off real quick.
Yeah.
This is wild.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like, this is, show this up to the screen.
I believe that's Brian Boland on the cover.
It looks insane.
Yeah, Brian Boland.
It's so good.
Boland, if you will.
That cover is actually so creepy, unironically. That poor cat just became a Cheshire cat.
Yeah, so Batman Legend of the Dark Knight number 50, very fine copy for $9.
Yeah.
Brian Boland cover. Brian Boland, I've been finding more and more of his work recently, and every time I see his work, I love it more and more.
What else has he done? Just curious.
So the first time I found out about Brian Boland's work was from Dial H.
Oh.
He did all the Dial H covers.
That makes sense.
and
The new 52 version?
Yeah. He always walks the line of creepy and realistic.
Yeah, the chimney guy, like the
Boy Chimney.
Boy Chimney.
Yeah, I love that guy. But yeah, Brian Boland is really awesome.
It's so cool.
And I don't know if you guys read this week's Batman Brave and the Bold number 1, but there was an amazing Joker story that has just begun.
Yeah.
By Tom King in that book.
Well, that's it's so good. It's the dating and explaining the first encounter of Joker and Batman, which, of course, we've had multiple times where this story has been told, but it's Tom King.
It's Tom King.
We really like Tom King.
We love Tom King. Yeah.
But yeah, let's see what else we got.
So, $9.
Creepy Joker cover, $9. Yeah, these over here, Elias.
Yeah, let me just pull the. Yeah, I'm pulling all the Batman stuff now.
No, Batman. Who created that theme song? I hope they get paid royalties every time this gets played.
Yeah, you're not allowed to sing that, Lucas.
Oh no! You just hear like an error sign on like the TV. It's like it just cuts. We're getting taken away by Warner Bros. Yeah, technical difficulties. Warner Bros. Is kidnapping us as we speak.
So yeah, the Detective Comics 359, which is the Good Plus copy. First Barbara Gordon Batgirl, first Mothman.
Yeah.
For $4.50. This is the big ticket item of this week.
Yeah, if you guys
$450.
This is a must get.
Barbara Gordon Batgirl. Very cool font right here.
Yeah. Thomas just said, damn. Yeah, Batgirl is a pretty pivotal character.
Yeah, it's first Batgirl and first Mothman.
Yeah.
So if you don't like Batgirl, you gotta at least have it for Mothman.
Gotta do it for Mothman. Neil Hefti did the Batman theme. So hopefully he gets paid every time that's done, or his estate.
Huh? I
Either way.
didn't know that. That's cool.
It's funny how much that's like still transcended our generations, because that's like what now at that point, like what, created in the 1930s, 1940s maybe for the radio show.
Oh, the radio show first. Yeah, that's true.
And then it's just kept living past that.
Condition is good plus. Mike was saying before that it looks like this was traced by a pencil. Batgirl has been traced a little bit. But it is a good copy. You see some, trying to show you guys the corners if I can. A little crease there. Some creases along the spine.
Yep, we already showed off the Adventure Comics, Jack. We asked earlier and we showed it. It was the Bizarro World.
Yep.
$70. In what condition is it again? A very good plus. Very good plus.
So yeah, this is a good plus first appearance Batgirl.
Yeah,
Barbara Gordon Batgirl. Mel is asking, what issue Daredevil is that?
Daredevil.
This is Daredevil number 40. Very fine copy. Daredevil issue 40 for $40. This is we were talking about this before. This is the Unholy Three, featuring some three of the Animen, who are briefly mentioned in the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Yeah, references to them. Did you guys watch the Guardians of the Galaxy movie? And if so, what did you guys think?
Yes, please let us know your thoughts on Guardians 3. We loved it.
Yeah. We even have a review on our other YouTube channel, The Cosmic Panel, where me and Elias talk about movies, comics, and everything else that we like to enjoy. Yeah, pop culture in general.
Yeah.
Everything from what personality your superhero, what your Chipotle order says about your superhero personality.
Yeah. That's a really fun video we just released. Check it out, The Cosmic Panel on YouTube. We have a lot of fun videos coming up, and we already have a lot under our belt.
Okay, claim on the Daredevil.
All right. $40, that is yours.
Okay.
Pastor Michael says, fun fact, the girl who played Batgirl in the Adam West Batman show also made an appearance in Star Trek as one of the Green Slave Girls.
Huh.
Interesting. That's funny. Yeah, I wonder what her IMDb page looks like.
I mean, they probably were on the same lot, since Warner Bros. Was also owned by, Star Trek was also owned by Warner Bros., right? I believe. Or were they owned at that point by Fox already? Because I know the rights went to Fox eventually.
Yeah.
Because then they had the J.J. Abrams films.
Right.
But then they were bought up again by Disney, so... Film rights are really confusing. that is the main gist of it.
But that is indeed a fun fact.
Yeah.
So we claim the Daredevil. I'm going to go back to more detective books now that we've gone over this detective.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that up there.
But be aware of the Batgirl.
Yep. Very nice book right there for $450.
Beware the Batgirl, I guess is the better term.
Yeah. Number 431 through 435 of Detective Comics. 431 is a fine minus for $13.
Fine minus for $13?
Detective 432 is a very good plus copy for $11.
I love classic Detective Comics covers.
Yeah. Why would anyone steal $1 million and then rip it in half For a reason you'll never know, Batman. That's a fantastic dialogue on the cover.
If I
Look at that.
rip my $500,000,
She
does
ripped
that mean
every
I get $2 million?
exactly. She ripped every stack directly in half.
Star Trek was CBS. Batman was Fox.
Star Trek was CBS.
Yeah, I mean Gotham. Yeah, Gotham was Fox. I remember that.
Yeah.
So weird, man. TV rights, man. So
But yeah.
confusing.
But yeah, Detective Comics 432. Very good plus $11.
Yeah.
433. Right here I have for fine $15. Batman challenges the reader to guess who is the killer in the smog. The smog killer.
The smog.
Beware the
Smog.
smog.
Is it Boy Chimney?
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't get that reference, that was a New 52 Dial H reference. I think we're like the only two in like our immediate vicinity that have read that series at all. It only got to like what, 11 issues or something?
It's 15 issues.
I like dropped off halfway through too because I wasn't that interested.
Yeah. It's 15 issues. My dad read it when it first came out, and I didn't really know much about it. And I only found like a few of his issues. I'm trying to complete the run now because I'm the only one who cares about it. But yeah, 15 issue Dial H run from the New 52.
Ooh, so is Detective Comics better than Batman?
Well, right now.
Right now, I would say the Batman is better.
Really?
Yeah, I think Ram V has a lot of like very interesting ideas.
Okay.
But at times they kind of fail to land.
Okay.
But normally I would say the Detective Comics are usually the stronger book.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, right now as of current, if I were to like stop the books right now, I definitely would say the Batman so far with Chip Zdarsky's run. But the Batman with, Detective Comics with Ram V is also still very good. It's just a little bit more complicated, and it takes a little bit more time to and like maybe like an additional read to fully get the story.
Right.
Which is kind of why it's a little bit harder to get into. The side stories though in Detective Comics are always phenomenal. Always highly recommend those.
Yeah, definitely. Next up, Detective Comics number 434. Very good plus for just $11. No chains can bind me, no walls can contain me. I come and go as I please, for I am the Spook.
The Spook.
That's right. The Caped Crusader tackles the phantom peril of the Spook that stalked Batman.
What voice do you? So we've discussed, me and Elias have discussed this, but what voice do you hear when you read Batman?
When I read Batman?
Yeah, I hear Kevin Conroy. That's always my go-to voice for him.
Okay.
That's that. Like as soon as I read any Batman, it's Kevin.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, Conroy.
Yeah, Conroy,
that's
sure.
usually. Overall, Detective Comics have better, more intricate stories. Yeah, it usually does. Detective Comics usually has a way more of a through line through each like.
It's almost
run.
Yeah. It's almost like writers have more room to spread their wings on a detective book, and because I feel like they have to be more worried about a main Batman continuity book. Like they have to be more worried about keeping it a certain way. I'm sure the editors are all over the Batman stuff. Versus detective.
Yeah, I would say Batman is your entry level. If you want to get in, this is the series where you would get in. Detective is you're a long time comic fan. You're ready for the deep cuts. This is the series that you go to.
Right.
That's how I would divvy it up personally.
Yeah. I would also say that
the same thing with Action and Superman too.
Right.
Action is more like for mature, more like thought provoking versus Superman, which is kind of like Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
But yeah, both are still very good in their own rights.
Yeah. I hear Tim Daly, George Newbern for Superman. Okay. That's very nice. Like that, Tim Daly is definitely a classic. Definitely love that. Lucas and I were just going through the Batman minis, in our catacombs, as we call it. And there's too many Batman miniseries.
Yeah, there really is way too many.
I finished alphabetizing them.
Oh, did you? Oh,
I
okay,
did.
good job. I
Um,
never.
and now I am simply placing the long boxes and other boxes of Batman stuff in those shelves. But from
There
what
you
I
go.
had up there, they're alphabetized.
There we go.
For Superman, I hear Chris Reeves. Can't go
Yeah.
wrong with that either.
I honestly think I hear the same thing. Either that or man, I forgot who voiced him in the. Actually, no, that's who I hear. The guy who voiced him in the animated series.
Which
In the Superman animated series,
Like
like the one in
one
the
from the
Justice
60s?
League.
Justice League. Okay, yeah.
Like
sure.
I always forget his name, but he
No,
has
he's
such like a deep, rich voice that always sounds really kind.
right.
Which for me always just hits in like the perfect, like almost like fatherly speak, especially in Action Comics. I hear that.
Kind but commanding, you know.
Exactly. I love his speech where he's like, "The world is cardboard, and I can finally let loose." And it's like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Right.
What do you guys collect? I personally don't collect much, to be honest. It's weird. I'm not a huge collector guy. I used to collect a bunch of vinyl, but that isn't comic stuff, so I'll divvy away from that. But when it comes to collecting comic stuff, I don't really. I might buy 1 or 2 trade paperbacks if I really like the story, though. But usually, I'm not very much of a physicals guy. Elias, on the other hand, is the exact opposite.
I collect the books of the characters that I love. I try to keep it, restricted. So I try to have every Moon Knight issue. I'm a big Moon Knight collector, huge Moon Knight fan. Spider-Man, I love. Who else? Avengers. But really, the criteria for me is that the run has to be good. I don't like to collect just to collect stuff.
ASM, you're not collecting the current ASM run.
This current ASM volume has put a stop to my ASM collecting because I simply can't support it.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah. That's an understatement.
It's not good.
Da-da-da.
Red flannel.
Yeah.
It's not good.
It's not good.
So, but I try and keep it to a select few characters. Whenever they do like a mini of a really obscure character, like someone like Sleepwalker or something, I'll make sure to collect that.
Mini.
Yeah. I'm a big obscure guy. I'm annoying like that.
I'm annoying like that.
ASM died for me around One More Day. Yeah, a lot of people would
fair.
agree with you on that, I'm sure.
I will say Nick Spencer's run really, really did a good job of trying to bring it back.
Lucas and I are big fans of the Preach Faster. Yeah, Lucas and I are big fans of the Nick Spencer ASM run.
But yeah, no, after that they kind of just went back to the
It's
Peter must suffer.
Yeah. But Nick Spencer, I can't
blame him. It was
I can't praise that series enough though, because I think it's like arc after arc, and it's such a wide sprawling book that they had to have all these specials. There's King's Ransom special, there's the Sins Rising specials, there's all these specials because it was necessary. Hunted had all these extra issues built into the main volume, so like it's just arc after arc that does an amazing job at fleshing out these characters who Spidey fans usually wouldn't care about.
Gibbon. I actually got sad when Gibbon died.
I will always talk about that Gibbon story, and I
was actually emotional from that.
They make you care about Gibbon.
Also, I love Pastor Mike's point. ASM grew sick during the Clone Saga, and then the life support got pulled during One More Day. Yeah. And then they desecrated the body after that.
I love Spider-Man. I really do. I know that's kind of a basic, answer, but he's like in my top 5.
Yeah.
He's just great.
I think honestly, some of my favorite writing is definitely Ultimate Spider-Man and the original just run of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I know obviously it's like it's older comics, but like it still reads really well.
Chris Claremont run was my favorite X-Men run. Yeah, I mean that's a classic. You cannot go wrong with that.
Nick Spencer did turn the Cap into a Hydra agent. That is true. I can't defend that.
No. I mean, Zanen's making that a statement. He's not saying anything. He's just stating that fact. That is a true fact.
That is a fact.
I really like that run. I mean,
I like the idea. I didn't like the execution.
It's not. You're not wrong to say like it's a clickbait kind of move, but like it was reversed later. It was dealt with later. But it's a conflict that I think was very compelling in that run. Standalone, read that run. It's a cool Cap run.
Also, I will say the individual Cap issues where he's like a Hydra agent is really interesting because if you just read his dialogue, it's very much just a normal Cap issue. But throughout the entire book, there's this narration, and you're like, it's putting every move that he's doing in like opposite light, which I'm not used to. So I was the solo Captain America series I think was very, very strong. I wasn't a huge fan of Secret Empire.
Yeah.
But I do think that like that first issue where you got revealed and then like the next I think like 6 or 7 were really, really good.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get back to Detective
Comics. Detective Comics number 434. Very good plus. 11 bucks. Detective number 435. Fine minus 13 bucks. Batman versus Mystic Mastermind and the Spook strikes again. Oh my God, the Spook didn't go away from last issue. That's right.
Kind of surprised he didn't die.
He's in 2 issues. And then finally, Detective Comics. Oh wait, I already finished it. 431, 432, 434, 435.
So yeah, if you like Detective Comics, we got some up here. Most of what was postulated as Steve's upbringing as the Hydra agent was ultimately undone by the ending.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was.
One can argue that in a run like that, you don't have to read it because you're not missing any information because it gets undone. But at the same time, I think it's an amazing standalone story. And yes, it's optional reading, but it's a well done and well crafted run.
Also, I will say,
I mean, same thing with like, I don't know, Immortal Hulk, I guess. Except it looks like they are going to return to the horror format. But
I will say I do love the run because it made Steve, Captain America, finally in a different public opinion, basically on him.
Yeah.
Where like the entire public was like, "You're Hydra Cap. We can't trust you," and he had to earn everyone's trust back, and I kind of love that.
You're very right, Lucas. It wasn't self-contained. It actually had, effects after the fact. Imaginary Captain America storyline. That's fair.
Why didn't
it was more like an imaginary Captain America storyline?
During Acts, they should have brought in Hydra Cap. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
If like because like how some people saw people during Acts, if like the version of him just appeared as Hydra Cap.
Yeah.
That would have been kind of cool.
Did we see Cap's vision? Who was Cap?
No, it wasn't anyone. It was just him, like directly talking to the Celestial, like straight up, just talking. to him.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's the Celestial didn't want to go fancy with it. It was like, you're guilty, done.
Pastor Michael said, Captain America losing faith in America or turning against America has been done so much it's almost a trope now. I mean, yes, but the Hydra thing was a very extreme example of that.
Yeah, very extreme.
I think more so, like, for example, like the Ta-Nehisi Coates run is a better example of, like, a practical Captain America losing faith in America thing. But I think what's cool about, like, Ta-Nehisi's run is that it shows Cap's hesitancy to accept that America has changed in a bad way. But it develops his character further because, you can't have Cap from the 60s anymore where it's just like, America, USA, this is perfect. This nation, there's nothing wrong with it. It's the best nation in the world. Cap can no longer represent that. I don't think it makes an interesting story. I don't think it's practical. I don't think it's realistic. Hydra Cap turning up during the Fall of X coming story would be awesome.
That would be kind of cool.
That would be cool. I caught up on Free Comic Book Day books this morning as well.
Oh, I never read The Uncanny.
Oh, okay.
How was that?
Then it was good. I won't say.
Was there an actual thing I should know about it?
There's developments in it, but nothing that I will spoil.
Okay.
But yeah, Hydro Cap turning up during Fall of X would be cool.
Mike is heading out,
See you
so
guys later.
everyone say bye to Mike.
Everyone in chat, say bye, Mike. Have a good night, Mike.
All right, see ya.
Anyway, what do we have next, Elias?
Next up,
Got some cool.
toss up Shazam 1.
Shazam.
Great book.
Yeah, if you guys like Shazam. Shazam Fury of the Gods was a film.
A film.
Yes.
So real quick, we've said bye to Mike. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for our final stretch. Stay tuned.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form.
Comic Collectibles is here for you every Wednesday with AR Comics for two very important reasons: to sell you rare, one-of-a-kind comics that you'll love, and to confuse AR with old man talk. You see, Rex and John are, how should I put this, ancient as the roots of the mountains. So every week, Rex and John fill in AR in yet another area of pop culture that he missed because he's too young, just didn't have the time, or just really doesn't care about. It's a real public service they provide. Come buy some super rare and unique comics, while old men explain long-dead sci-fi shows to a younger man making that confused puppy face. Every Wednesday from 6 to 8 Eastern with Rex, John, and AR Comics. Comic Collectibles on The Experience. Comic culture and sales.
Hey guys, we're back at Fat Jack's. I'm guessing that you saw our logo, so you should know that's Fat Jack's. If not, then what other cat-themed comic book shop is there in Philadelphia?
I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for commenting and interacting.
Yeah, this has been fun.
This has been a great show. People found a lot of stuff they were looking for. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Let's go over a few more books.
Also, quickly before we do that, actually, let's just say, if you guys have any specific runs or issues that you are looking for, don't be afraid to ask. Just interrupt us at any time, and we'll try to find them next week so that you can tune in next week, and we can hopefully give them to you if there's any specific issues.
We'll be here. We'll be here at the same time next week. Catch us from 4:30 to 7 o'clock, and we have decades and decades worth of back issues in this shop. Always something to be found, always something to be read. So yeah, comment below.
I'm hoping to do some Hellblazer next week.
Yep, we're going to work on that collection next. So that'll be a lot of fun.
That will be very fun. I've been reading Hellblazer. I'm all the way to issue 13, and it is really good.
Nice.
Captain America 109. Okay, we will add that to the list.
That's on the list. Do you have a website to your store? Yes, there is a website to the store, but Lucas is currently working on a more up-to-date catalog.
Yeah, slowly, very, very slowly, but surely.
Yeah.
I'm making a Google spreadsheet of our inventory, and I've just whoppingly got through Action Comics. Just only 25 more letters to get through.
And those are just the ones that are actually out.
Yeah.
Like, those are the Action Comics that are actually available to the public.
Yeah.
So basically are bound to get screwed up. So, yeah, Michael, I would say if there's anything specifically you're looking for, try to give us a call. Shoot us an email. One of those two things. Contact us on social media, Instagram, Twitter, any of those things.
TikTok.
And it allows Lucas and I to better, search for those things because definitely not everything is up on the website.
Yeah.
Next show is next week, same time, 4:30 to 7 o'clock. We will be here at the Philly shop live streaming to you guys.
Yeah, we never leave. We're chained to the desk over here. You guys can't see it, but I'm dragging a chain right now.
Same time every week with few exceptions.
They hooked us up on the chain now that Elias escaped the country for a week.
Yeah, had a nice vacation. Yep, fjccshow@gmail.com if you want to email us. We're all over social media, though. Any way that makes it easy for you guys to contact us, please do. We want to get you guys the books that you need. Yep, all these books are from our shop. These are from our personal stock.
We have the largest back issue collection in Philly, so.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah,
legitimately. No, for sure. So, yeah, all these books are straight from the shop. Just a few more Batman things I wanted to go over for all my Batman fans. This is a DC 100-page super spectacular, really, really thick book right here.
Batman 404. Was that one of ours, or is that what he's asking?
404.
Oh, year one, Frank Miller. Woo! Yeah. I was hoping someone would get that. Yeah. 404, beginning of year one.
Very fine plus for $30, Thomas. So $30 on
also, that. Issue 2 is the first appearance of Carmine Falcone, which, as everyone should know, is it not Carmine Falcone?
I thought it always say Falcone.
Is it Falcone?
I thought it was Falcone.
No.
Zanin is very correct. Bateman. Patrick Bateman.
No. Bateman.
Batman Brave and the Bold #1 was awesome. It was 3 short stories, right?
No, 4.
4?
Yeah, there was the Kamen Rider one.
So it's here. Let me do it in order because I just read it last night. Yeah. So it's Tom King's Joker story.
Yes.
Then it's the Director Bones.
Yes.
Christopher Cantwell. No, because it's Christopher Cantwell and Javier Rodriguez. Isn't that?
Is that both of them? Oh, okay.
That's the team on that one. So
okay.
I don't remember who the second story is written by, but yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm. That's why I said that. Thomas will take 405 as well. Okay.
405 as well.
And we also have 406
and 407.
And 407.
So you can own the entire collection.
But yeah, part 2 of year 1 is $12. 406 and 407 are both $14 at a very fine grade.
But yeah. What were the prices on those FF books? Yeah, we can go right over them.
I'm just going to take a list.
Isn't Batman the Long Halloween considered a pickup after Miller's? Usually, yes. Actually,
I love
usually
that.
A lot of people like to state that it kind of flows into each other.
Yeah.
The art style is very different, but it very much fits the tone of the story, especially because he does more detective work within that story, just like in year 1. So it's less of like the kapow, boom, like type of Batman.
Let's get Thomas the whole year 1 collection. Good choice. Good
awesome.
choice.
Thank you, Thomas.
Get you all 4 parts. Perfect. So, Mill, prices on those FF books. Just making sure I didn't miss anything else here. But yeah, Batman Brave and the Bold is awesome.
Yeah, it was so good. I really love the Kamen Rider Batman story.
Dan Mora's writing debut. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, plus it being in black and white was cool.
Yeah, there was some moments where I wish it was in color. Like
there
when
was.
He puts on
the Batman
the neck thing or whatever.
That would have been cool if like, as soon as he put it on, he just became
color, yeah. But it was awesome. All right, FF prices.
Fantastic Four number 32. $55. This is a very good plus copy. $55. Fantastic Four number 41. Very good copy. $30. $30. Fantastic Four number 44. First appearance of Gorgon. Very good plus copy for $40. Fantastic Four number 68. Very good plus copy for $25. 25. Fantastic Four number 79. Very good copy for $16. Just 16. Fantastic Four number 86. Fine plus copy for $50. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 FF issues ranging from like $55 to $16.
Yeah, so feel free. If there's any specific FF issues we can try to look for you, definitely tell us and we can put it on the master list of stuff that is getting quite long. But I'm honestly quite happy because I'd rather search for books.
Yep.
If you guys have books you want us to find, we'll find them or try to. I won't magically be able to make ASM number 1 appear in my hands, but if I could, I would. Wouldn't that be a crazy power if you could just make Amazing Fantasy number 15 just spawn out of your hands? Just only that one issue, though.
Yeah.
Any deal on getting them all? Ooh.
If I can cross-check all the if I can like do a price total, I can do that for you.
Yeah, let me.
Lucas is gonna take his calculator and see what the total would be and see if we can cut you a deal.
Yep.
While he's doing that,
while I'm doing quick math,
I'm just gonna
show off the Batman issues, the remaining Batman related books I have. So DC 100-page Super Spectacular number 14, Fine Minus for $25. 100 pages. This is chock full of Batman goodness. So just $25 on this one. And then the DC Batman Super Spectacular number 20, Fine Minus as well for just $20.
Pastor Michael, where are you moving to? I'm just curious.
Going to be moving in a couple of months, but after that, we'll definitely have a wish list for you guys. Sounds good.
Yeah. Are you moving out of state or are you still staying within Pennsylvania? Also, this is.
So, Mills, the total on all the FF books would be $276.
That's without the shipping.
Without shipping, not including shipping. So I could go like $260, but there's room to negotiate. It is a decent chunk, and they all are under $100. I mean, sorry, 100, like number 100 issues. So they're early issues.
They're early issues that are kind of very difficult to find most of the time. So
they're all in pretty good shape. If they were a little more beat up, I could probably go lower, but let me know your thoughts. And once again, if we don't come to a deal now, find us on social media, Fat Jack's Comicrypt, Instagram,
we're
Twitter,
always down to talk.
TikTok. Always down to talk.
and we can figure something out.
Yeah.
But let us know. Pastor Michael said, just to another town here in Connecticut.
Oh, so you're from Connecticut. That's sick.
Cool. All right.
I wonder, is there a reason why Connecticut's called Connecticut?
Connecticut? I don't know.
Connecticut.
I don't know where that means.
Connecticut. Connecticut.
Can you do 250? I would like to do 250. I would just want to discuss with my boss first. If that's cool with you, message us on one of our social medias so that I have a way to contact you.
Yeah.
And I will get back to you on that.
We just gotta double check. Just to make
We're
sure
here
that
most
that's
days
okay.
of the week, so I just got to check with him that that's all right. So just shoot me an Instagram DM, Twitter, Facebook. Actually, not Facebook. I don't have that.
Yeah.
Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Email us fjccshow@gmail. You can stop in this week. You're okay. So you're local. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If we don't
shoot us a message.
Yeah.
Shoot us a message.
Because if
And
you
I
can
will-
come pick it up, you won't be charged for shipping. We'll
Yeah,
just
don't
them
have
on
to
hold
worry
for you
about
here.
shipping. We can just have them here for you at the shop.
Yeah.
But yeah, message us. I will talk to my boss.
We'll
I'd
try
I'd love to get those to you for 250, but I will check with him.
Yep. Okay.
Batman Gotham Adventures. Where are the places?
Remember Catman from Fairly Odd Parents? That was
Don't
voiced
think
by
so.
Adam West.
Plymouth meeting. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely encourage you to come by the shop. We already have a bunch of stuff set aside for you, but if you can come in on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, that's preferable. That's when I'm here. But yeah, just shoot us a message and we'll figure it out. I don't remember Catman.
You don't remember Catman? Adam West literally voiced him. It was like a
Okay.
whole joke in Fairly Odd Parents.
Okay,
It was
nah.
it was Adam West. Playing-
I can't visualize it, but
I'm not gonna pull it up.
I believe you.
Catman, Fairly. Here it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
He had like one of his utility belt pockets had like just cat litter. They would just throw at people's faces just to blind them.
That's great.
No, it was so funny.
Batman Gotham Adventures are my last two Batman-related books this week, both at a fine plus grade, and I am selling them for $9 each.
Yeah.
I remember Catman, but I thought he was on Dexter's Laboratory now.
No, he was in Fairly Odd Parents.
Similar animation style, now that I think about it, actually. The chins.
Yeah, that is very true. Oh, remember Crimson
That's funny.
Chin? Remember Crimson Chin from Fairly Odd Parents?
Oh, I love Crimson Chin. Yeah, Mills, just come in on Wednesday. I'll be here at 12:30 at the earliest. Yeah, you don't have to pay for the other book. Just come in and you can pay for them in person. All right, Thomas. So
Played on the
10 and
Gotham
14, so
Adventures.
$9, so 18 together. You'd like both of them, I assume.
Those are for you. Yeah, come in on Wednesday, and you can pay for them then. And I'll have an answer for you,
Definitely
by or before then.
Yeah. Anyway,
Alrighty.
next up, we have some interesting Howard the Duck books.
Howard the Duck, number one, everyone's favorite duck.
Dexter had the faux Avengers. I forgot about
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh my memories just clicked. My brain just imploded.
Lucas and I love to be, reminded of a nostalgic memory like that. That's great.
Yeah, he was like a Captain America wannabe, but he had like a huge chin.
Yeah.
That was literally his like one defining feature in my
Yeah.
mind. That just oh wow.
Yeah.
My brain just imploded.
We gotta rewatch those. We might have to react to that on our channel.
Yeah, we might have to.
Because we did a
Kids Next Door.
Codename Kids Next Door reaction to their versions of the Fantastic Four and X-Men.
Yeah.
It was a Christmas special, and that was a blast. So definitely got to rewatch the Dexter Foe Avengers.
It was very, very. What was the name of the Wolverine knockoff? It was
Evergreen.
Evergreen. Yeah.
Right. He had candy cane claws. It's great.
It was really funny with peppermentium. That was what it was.
Peppermentium, yeah.
Peppermentium. He had his bones coated in it.
Hulk was purple with green pants. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
Thor was a rock god. Oh yeah, that yeah. He had like a guitar, didn't he?
Okay.
He would like.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we'll definitely have to rewatch that.
Yeah, no, that will have to be on our list now. Howard the Duck, number 1.
Only got like 10 minutes left. I know. I wish we could keep talking.
But hey,
Thank
we're
you,
here
Jay.
next week.
Jay linked the Cosmic panel. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you.
Definitely check out our channel. We appreciate it. Yeah, we just hit over 50 subscribers, so we're slowly blossoming
Yeah.
into a full-fledged
Weed.
YouTube channel.
Oh, I thought we were blossoming into a weed.
Yeah.
Howard the
A
Duck,
stain.
number 1. Very good copy. Only $15.
Yeah.
Howard had a nice cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I like that he's probably consistently showed up in every Guardians
He
movie
has.
now. Whether it's part of the collector's collection or otherwise.
And he showed up in Endgame. Don't forget that, man.
Yep.
Can't take him out of Endgame.
And he's voiced by the amazing Seth Green.
Honestly, a fitting voice for him, though. I think.
No, I thought it was perfect.
I think it's a very fitting voice.
So Howard the Duck, number 1, for just $15, you can have the first Howard the Duck solo.
Awesome.
Pastor Michael, thank you for
Thank
subbing.
you.
We appreciate that very much.
Howard the Duck. So, my question is, with Howard's duck philosophy, I mean, physiology. I'm not philosophy. Yes, to be or not to be. That is the question.
He gained the proportionate philosophy of the duck.
I was going to ask, how does the lung cancer from smoking all those cigars affect him
Howard will always have a cigar in his mouth.
So does he have lung cancer? Is he okay?
Duck lungs can't be too big.
They really can't. So
He's puffing those cigars.
he's going at them a mile a minute, man. Yeah. Is he okay? Howard, do we need to have an intervention?
Howard the Duck, number 2. Fine minus for just $7.
Nothing can save you now, Duck. You're at the mercy of the deadly space turnip. That's right, Howard versus the deadly space turnip.
They said alien duck probably fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
On
Don't worry about it.
his planet, he likes to consume LSD. But yeah, no. Howard the Duck, one of those pivotal comedy series. Honestly, when was the last time he had a solo series? It's been a minute, right? Because he crossed over with Gwenpool. I knew that.
Yeah.
But that was back in 2014, before Secret Wars.
Yeah, so he had 2 volumes, I think, both by Chip Zdarsky.
Oh, really? Chip wrote them?
Yeah. Yep. Make sure you fill out that form.
Yep.
Yeah, Chip Zdarsky's Howard the Duck run. I love it. I absolutely loved it. Read it when I was younger. I think I have every issue in physical. It's a ton of fun, and I thought Chip was a comedic writer for a while because he was doing books like that. But clearly, he's not.
He has
Just
such
comedic.
a huge range.
So he's got a huge range. But Chip Zdarsky's Howard the Duck run, definitely check that out.
Yeah, Daredevil, Batman, Public Domain, which is a very realistic story, comedy. All we need is not a romance story.
And Daredevil's super serious and grim.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty cool.
It's honestly funny how much darker Daredevil is than Batman.
Yeah.
Currently, like run-wise, like it's way darker in the Daredevil run.
Right.
But yeah, let's go through these last two to close out the show. So here we go.
Sensational She-Hulk.
Yeah, Gray She-Hulk. The first time Gray She-Hulk appears. Very, very interesting. I don't know what causes it, but I'm sure it probably wasn't good.
Speaking of Howard.
Oh yeah, Howard used to cross over with She-Hulk all the time.
Yep.
It was, I believe, the same writer actually. Brendan was telling me a while back. That,
this is issue 15, very fine copy for $25.
Yeah, he said the creator of Howard the Duck used his She-Hulk run to continue Howard's story throughout.
Oh, there you go.
Because he couldn't keep the Howard story going through his own solo series.
There you go.
So he just used She-Hulk to just continue the story.
That's great. This looks like it's She-Hulk's Titan. Because she's transforming out of She-Hulk into Gray She-Hulk.
Into Gray She-Hulk.
She looks just like Titan, too.
Yeah.
Johnny Cates actually stole the concept for Titan from this issue. I'm calling it now.
Extra, read all about it. And then for our final little bit, we have...
We want to end on a wacky note.
Inferior 5. Once the jungle gets a grip on you, you can never leave it.
Inferior 5.
Yeah.
Number 3, very good plus for just $7.
Such a ragtag team.
I wouldn't be surprised if James Gunn already has these guys on his radar. James Gunn knows about every single wacky, obscure DC character. I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Every Twitter user be like,
yeah.
Like yesterday, he tweeted.
I
didn't
hit the thread that you sent me, but I did see that you.
He literally was like, "Guys, I'm no longer going to be talking about comics like on my Twitter." Like,
it's fair.
It's fair.
People pushed it. You know,
they ruined it. We were having fun, and then some people took it too far.
Yeah.
They were doing the rumor mill, and it wasn't fun anymore.
James Gunn would really respond to just about anyone's tweet about the DC universe that he's going to put together in the movies, and people got responses.
Yeah. But anyway, I hope you guys had a phenomenal time here with us. We are going to be here again next week, same time,
4:30 to 7.
Yeah.
Catch us here. I just want to do something with Bronson Brand and the Spectre. That's all I want, man. I'm looking forward to Swamp Thing the most out of that whole slate that they announced.
Yeah.
Because I need DC Supernatural stuff in my life, man. I really need it.
Watch that be the one thing Alan Moore actually watches of his and actually likes.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Huh, that was nice," and everyone would be like, "Wait, you actually like an adaptation? What? Yeah. Who are you? Who are you?" They're gonna be just surprised.
Thanks for tuning in, Zainin. Thank you guys for all tuning in.
Yeah.
Be sure to hit us up on any social medias. And yeah, we'll be here again next week.
Unless the Canadian police take away Elias again. Till next time.
Take care, guys. Thanks for the trip down memory lane. Of course, anytime.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.